This is a video produced by the e-learning department at Hines Community College with instructions for how an instructor will configure an exam within Smarter Proctoring, which is located in Canvas. The first thing you'll need to do is to log into Canvas. Once you're logged in, select the course for which you would like to set up the exam. Go ahead and configure the exam within Canvas. At that point, you will be ready to select the Smarter Proctoring tab on the left-hand side of the page. Doing so will take you to the course dashboard, where you may set up an exam or multiple exams. You will want to choose New Exam. At this point, you may either import an exam that you have already created in Canvas, or you may create the exam from scratch. I have created the exam in Canvas already, so I'm going to select it from the drop-down menu. It was exam number 1, and I'm going to import this exam. Now I'm able to view the exam details that were brought over from Canvas. Any item with a blue asterisk at the end of it was an item for this exam that was given in the details for the exam when it was set up in Canvas. I would view the information and make sure that it is accurate. If everything looks well, then you may continue. Next, you'll be directed to the Permitted Items page. This is a section which allows you to toggle on or to toggle off the items that will be permitted for the exam. Notes, open textbooks, calculator, earplugs, formula sheets, dictionary, websites, blank paper, or other items are permitted during a proctored exam. When you're finished selecting your items, you may click Continue. If any reason you need to go back and edit a previous page, you may also do that at this time. On the Notes page, you may provide notes for the students taking the exam or for the proctors who will be working with the student if that's applicable. Once completed, you may continue. If you need to go back and edit a previous page, you may do so at this time. The Proctor Settings, if you notice, are locked, so we cannot edit those. Once you continue, you will view the Attachments page. This allows you to add up to 5 files for the exam if you wish to do so. The accepted file types are JPEG, PDF, or audio. To upload the files, you can either drag and drop the files into the middle of the screen or double-click the middle of the screen, and you will get an Upload Attachment option to finish. If you're not going to configure attachments, you may skip this step, which is what I will be doing. When an exam has been configured in Canvas, you will notice that at the top, you may edit the exam parameters that you have set forth in Smarter Proctoring, or you may delete the exam altogether. If you need to edit any details of the exam, you will have to return to Canvas and make those corrections. So you would want to probably delete the exam and then bring it back into Canvas following the steps that we just went through. You will also notice that Canvas and Smarter Proctoring are synced. This shows you the student status. There's one long green bar across. There is actually one student in this class, and this student needs a proctor. When students have scheduled, you'll see some bar that will appear here, sort of the length of it, implying the quantity of students or the number of students that have scheduled for their proctored exam. And then you'll see an in progress bar as well as a closed bar as well. There's going to be a section on detailed information as well as student overview. The student overview section is going to give you the names of the students, and it will also show you any notes, their status, and any actions that you can take. So on the student overview window, you will see the students listed in a column. If the student needs a proctor, this means they have not set up an appointment. And these are some options that you will have on the Select Action drop-down window to assist that student. Let's say Marty had missed the exam when it was originally scheduled for, and it's past the due date. I would have the option of being able to give Marty a special accommodation in Smarter Proctoring and change the due date for the exam. Please don't forget that you will need to go back to Canvas, and you will need to unlock the quiz for Marty or whomever the student is, and you will also need to add a due date for her that matches the date you're going to set with the accommodation. When you have made a special accommodation for a student, you will notice in the Note column by that student's name, Special Accommodation. Let's say that you need to change the special accommodation. Let's say that we need to change Julie's accommodation, maybe to a different due date. We can go back to that same Select Action drop-down box and select Edit the Special Accommodation, or we can delete the special accommodation. One thing that is new in this release of Smarter Proctoring is beside a student's name, there could be a plus sign within brackets that's blue in color. And if you click that, this will show you any appointments that the student has canceled. Previously, that could not be seen in Smarter Proctoring. Please let us know if we can assist you in any way in setting up an exam in Smarter Proctoring. Thank you.